Hiya 3, it's Friday, woohoo! Okay, so today we are subtracting fractions and I'd like you to complete the blue task today after this video and then complete the quiz, please. Okay, you need to complete the blue task before you complete the quiz. So yesterday we were adding fractions, today we're subtracting fractions, okay? You've got to remember the golden rule that the denominator never changes, okay? Because that's how many parts we have in the whole. So our question is, how much of the cake is left? 2 pieces of the cake have already been eaten and she's going to take another piece, okay? So first of all, let's count how many parts there are, how many slices the cake has been cut into, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there were 7 pieces of cake, 2 pieces have already been eaten, and then she's going to take another piece, okay? So each piece is 1/7 of the cake. So that means we know our denominator is going to be 7. There are 5/7 of the cake, okay? And she's going to take 1/7. So our calculation is going to be 5/7 take away 1/7, which equals obviously going to be 4/7 because 5 take away 1 is 4. And our denominator, the amount of parts we have, doesn't change. Okay, so 4/7 of the cake is left. Okay, so our next question says subtract 1/9 from 5/9. So my first question to you is how many parts has our circle been split into? Instead of having to count it all, we know just by looking at the denominator in the fraction, it's been split into 9 parts, okay? And if we're subtracting 1/9 from 5/9, our calculation is going to be 5/9 take away 1/9, okay? So we know our denominator is always going to be 9. And then what is 5 take away 1? That's right, 4/9, okay? So 5/9 take away 1/9 is going to be 4/9, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is shaded. If we just cross 1 out, that means we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4/9 left, okay? So we've got our calculation and then we've got our pictorial representation here to prove we are right, okay? So moving on to our guided practice, we need to subtract. So how many parts has our pie been split into here? Well, again, we don't need to count because our denominator says 5. So we've got 4/5 take away 3/5. Okay, so we know our denominator is always going to be 5 for this question here. And then 4 take away 3 we know is going to be 1. So it's going to be 1/5. Okay. So our next one, we have 6/7 take away 4/7. Okay, so our denominator is going to be 7, and then 6 take away 4 is going to be 2. So we're going to have 2/7 left. Okay, our next one, 4/5 take away 1/5. So our denominator is always going to be 5. 4 take away 1 is going to be 3. So we've got 3/5. If we have a look at our pie chart here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and we're going to take 1/5 away. And then, so just cross that out so we know we've got 3/5 left. Okay, so we've got 2/8. So we've got 8 parts here of our pie. Take away 1/8. So we know our pie, the amount we had altogether, is always going to be 8. We had 2, we're going to eat 1, so we've only got 1/8 left. Okay, so we've got 2, we're going to cross 1/8 out, and we've got 1/8 left. Next one, 3/4 take away 2/4. So we've got 3/4, and we're going to take 2/4 away. How many are we going to have left? That's right, we have 1/4 left. Next one, we have 4 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're going to take away 1 6. How many are we going to have left? That's right, 3 6. You can prove we're right because 4 take away 1 is 3, and we have 3 left shaded. Okay, so we have 6 sevenths, take away 3 sevenths. So our denominator is always going to be 7. Oh, 6 take away 3 is going to be 3, so we're going to have 3 sevenths left. Here, 6 ninths take away 2 ninths. We know the denominator always stays the same. 6 take away 2 is going to be 4. So we have 4 ninths. And our last one, 7 eighths take away 1 eighth. So we have 8 parts. 7, if I had 7 pieces of cake, I ate 1 piece of cake, I'm going to have 6 left. Okay? So when you do this, what I'd like you to do, please, is make sure, if you're using square paper, it'll be the most accurate thing if you have any square paper, okay, because that means your squares can be equal. Make sure you draw your pictorial representation so you can actually see what happens to the fraction, okay? So you can draw a box and split it into how many parts your denominator is, okay? I'd like you to pause the video here. I'd like you to have a go back to the beginning of this guided practice. I want you to do the guided practice first, and then you can move on to the activities. So remember, complete the blue task first and then the quiz. If you have any questions, then please just email me. Good luck!